Of course we love weed companies around here, but not all of them. And we wanted to talk to you today in a quick video about why the Canadian weed companies are not necessarily on our radar. David Smith here joins me, and I wanted to talk to you about that because there's just a whole lot of weed companies are going to boom. Marijuana stocks are about to boom. But why is it that you're really not interested in Canadian weed companies right now?
I mean, in general, the Canadian market is much smaller than the American market. And so the U.S. market excites me more from, a scale perspective. And the Canadian companies the big ones aren't going to enter the U.S. market until it's federally legal. So there's basically a barrier of entry for U.S. multi-state operators. Trulieve, Curaleaf, Green Thumb, all those kinds of guys.
Wait, what do you mean? So, even though they're more established, wouldn't that make it? You would think, all right, I'm going to bet on a more established company in Canada that's going to be able to just roll in as soon as federalization in U.S. happens. You're saying not the case?
I mean, they're already, investors have already valued that into those companies. I mean, if you're talking about Canopy Growth and people like that's already valued in. Like if you look at the multiples they're trading at versus a Trulieve or a Green Thumb or these other companies, they're just so much more expensive. And that is all predicated upon federal legalization, which may happen soon, but may take years.
So basically the bet is, let me put it this way. Would you expect when federal legalization in the US takes place that the Canadian companies will come in and just take over?
What I expect is that they will come in and attempt to acquire a lot of the U.S. companies, which ultimately will be good for those U.S. companies.
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean, I'm good.
That's how they're going to take over. Is just buy everybody up. Most likely.
So
Trulieve has a market share of 50% in Florida, so you can't just come in and take that away from them. That's right. A strong brand.
You can buy it, which is still fine for a shareholder, right? Because we're still a buyout is. I mean, I'm fairly new to this. A buyout is okay by me, right? We're still going to do okay.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, they would never sell to the big guy unless it was favorable terms,
right?
Unless they were desperate for cash and things, which none of them are.
Right. So Trulieve and the Green Thumbs is Green Thumb? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Trulieve, Green Thumb, Curaleaf, TerraSend. These are the big guys.
Are they? Those are the U.S. ones.
Those are the U.S. big guys. Yep.
To bet on. Let's put it this way. You like them up until the point of federal legalization.
And still maybe after that. It's just I would reassess them.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
All right. Well, but that's not going to happen in the next year at least. So, I mean, I hope
it does, but I don't think it will. Yeah.
But
I think what will happen is the banking rights and things like that,
right.
Which Trulieve, the CEO of Trulieve has said that alone gives them a 20% increase in value. If they can just get access to normal banking, that would just greatly increase because they can take their debt and refinance it at normal rates that everybody else gets access to that they don't right now have access to because it's federally illegal.
Interesting. So what are they doing?
They have to go through these other financing partners that get to just jack up rates on them because of the risk associated with it. So
makes sense.
They have their choice.
No, I mean, that makes sense. So the reason we were talking about this with everybody today is because we wanted to give you guys some of our thoughts. One of our listeners asked about TGODF, a new investor saying, hey, help me out with this. And if that's you, Raciel, we did actually look into that. It's a Canadian weed company, and we don't like it, sir or ma'am. We do not like it. But it's not necessarily just because it's a Canadian company, and it's nothing against Canadian companies. It's just we're more focused on the U.S. ones for the reasons we just explained. But, I mean, if you want to look at the chart, here's the 5-day. I'm sorry, the 1 day. Okay, so it traded sideways. 5-day, basically sideways. A month down, basically sideways. 6 months, had barely a spike over here, 1 day. Or whatever it was. Yeah, it looks like 1 day it went up, doubled, and then came back down. And the year to date, you can see that. 1 year sideways, 5 years down. I just don't see... Buddy, what are we doing here? I don't have any interest in this stock. I have nothing.
Is there ever a time the stock's going to go up? It's literally stayed the same at a time when any of the other companies I named, the U.S. ones, go look at their chart in a year. They've gone up 4 times at least.
So let's look at Trulieve. What's Trulieve?
Trulieve probably bottomed after COVID at like $7 some a share, and now it's close to $50 a share.
What's
So,
their
like, that's
ticker?
the same time. TCNNF if you're on the US markets.
All right, True Leave. Wow, that's at $50 already? Jeez, here's the 5-day. We'll let you guys go here. The video, we're about to end this. Sideways on a month. Oh, that looks different on the 6-month. Oh, boy.
This one I was confident enough in several months in like November to post on social media, put all your money in this stock, and if it's worth less a year from now than it is today, I will give you that money.
All right. Well, remember that that's not something that we're saying here on 10Gs and the trip. Absolutely not. And we are not professionals by any means. We're just two dudes who like stock market stuff and really the penny stocks. We love our weed stocks, but not if they're in Canada because there's just not enough room to grow. We want to grow, buddy. We want multiples, Smith. I want multiples.
Exactly.
All right.
Look at Columbia Care. That's another one. Columbia Care. Buy that instead of organic.
I gotta let the people go. All right, fine. Let's do this.
I was telling the audience.
Just go look at Columbia Care. All right, we'll do that. You do that on your own time, and we'll just put out another video here today. So stay tuned. If you like what we're doing, we're just doing shorter videos because if you're anything like that's what we like. I don't like sitting through a 15-minute video, so you can expect little shorter bursts. But thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys in just a few. Stick to the U.S. weed companies. Why not? Fight for the little guy. It's always about the underdog.